I felt that way about Bono. He can't do what he's done and be a total jerk. He's not doing all that charity work and everything else because he's a bad guy. He's a good guy. He's just misguided by going to the governments and saying bail out. Well, let me play some audio. And I believe this is the moment that the left had in 1968 or 69 with John Lennon and Revolution, when he answered back and said, you're going down the wrong path. Listen to the left icon of Bono, who they will, by the way, now say he was never an icon of the left. Listen to what he just said about capitalism.
Things here aren't just about them. Imagine for a second this last global recession, but without the economic growth of China and India, without the hundreds of millions of newly minted middle-class folks who now buy American and European goods. Imagine that. Think about the last 5 years. Rockstar preaches capitalism. Wow. Sometimes I hear myself and I just can't believe it. But commerce is real. That's what you're about here. It's real. Aid is just a stopgap. Commerce, entrepreneurial capitalism takes more people out of poverty than aid. Of course, we know that.
You hear that?
Wow.
I love
that.
that.
Is
You hear
something
that?
else.
Aid is just a stopgap. See, here's what the president is so screwed up on.
Wow.
The president is saying that the best, I mean, all of his minions are saying this. The best thing we can do for job growth, the best thing we can do for people is put them on aid. No, that's a stopgap. That is to go in and rescue somebody when they are in panic situation.
It's a last resort.
Right.
And it's a temporary fix. You want to get off the aid as quickly as possible.
Look, you know, there's anybody who is in constant pain knows this. And any doctor will tell you, if you have really bad pain, sometimes the drugs will kill you. What's the stuff? Fentanyl that your mom was on. Is she still on it? Okay. You'll never get off fentanyl. I mean, it is an end-of-life drug. It is when your life and your pain is so bad and you're going to die anyway, put them on fentanyl. It takes away the pain. The reason why they say that's an end-of-life drug is because it does such horrible things to the body over a long period of time. I have been in the hospital before about 5 years ago, and they gave me fentanyl. I didn't even know what it, I never even heard of it. And I'm telling you, I was on it for about 3 days. That drug will kill you. It's poison. However, when I talked to the doctor, and I said, after I was, clear-headed enough and out of pain, I said, what the hell were you even thinking? I said, it says on the box, end of life. He's like, Glenn, there was nothing that would take you out of pain. There was nothing that would do it. Okay. So it is a temporary situation that if you put this into your system over a long period of time, it will kill the spirit and it will kill you. The same thing about temporary aid going on too long. This is why Benjamin Franklin eviscerated England. You have to make people uncomfortable in their poverty, which meant we love people. We are charitable. This is the guy who built the first charitable hospital. He hates the poor? No. He says if you continue to give aid like England did, you will destroy the spirit, and then your whole thing will fly apart. Here's what Bono is saying. That's an emergency. You come in, and if there's somebody that is hurting, if there's somebody that needs help, and they can't find any way to help themselves, then we as people, not American citizens, we as humans have a responsibility and a right as individuals to go in and help others. But that's temporary. And if you get them all strung out on that, they never get off. And you've destroyed their spirit. Even FDR said it will destroy the spirit of man. It will destroy the spirit, and it will end up destroying the country. Bono gets it. We need aid. There are times something happens, and you have to have aid. And only the governments of the world can move that fast because they have the ships and everything else. So sometimes we do need aid. But that will destroy it. And what he's done is he has given aid and begged governments for so long. Aid. And then he comes back 10 years later and he's like, this situation's not any better. And so he puts his brain in gear and he says, so what's the difference? Because you're training people to be hooked to fentanyl and it's destroying them. You are hooking them on aid. And so they just, like junkies, wait for the aid to arrive. Instead, give them that temporary relief so they can get themselves back into shape a little bit stronger, and then you slowly remove the aid from them, and they do it themselves, and then you have the resources to go give the aid to another part of the world, or another community, or another family.
And this is from the guy who's known for this, who has devoted the whole, at least half of his life to this.
I tell you,
he and Bob Geldof are the two rock stars who are best known for this kind of stuff, he realizes it.
I am a fan of Bono because of this.
Yeah,
I will. He gets it.
It's great.
He gets it. I didn't think he got it. He gets it. Well, there too many people get lost, and this is a problem with Christianity a lot of times. People get lost in the Jesus part of, hey, we got to love our brother. Yes, we do. But sometimes the tough part of love is having them get up themselves. And and Jesus never said the government has to do it. He says you have to do it. If you care so much, be Bono. Look at how much time and money Bono puts on aid. Look at that, and look at the slings and the arrows he has taken. And then he has the balls to come out and say, look, I can't believe I'm even saying this. This isn't the guy I've wanted to be, but this is the truth. It's fantastic. If I was on the left, I got news for you. I'd be going after rodeo clowns too, because you got to get the little guy to shut up, because this thing is coming apart. People are onto you.